Hey, this is a ball joint, and I should not be able to do that. So this one is no longer good and needs to be replaced. I destroyed the boot taking it off, but yeah, not good. I was taking my axles out and noticed this, and it's pretty floppy. So little how-to on that coming up. Alright, so I'm alone here, so I don't have anybody to videotape this for me, but basically what I did, cold chisel, big hammer, and knocked out the side of this ring here, and basically that pops it off. That's what retains it in the arm. So now I should just be able to hit the top of this with a hammer and it'll drop out the bottom. Okay, so here we are, lower control arm, ball joint removed. This is what it looks like. I guess like right here on the lip, there's some silver solder there, or some kind of, looks like a welded joint. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, so with a lot of hammering, this guy comes right out the bottom. Here's my jig, little old scissor jack out of my Subaru, and the old outer race from the wheel bearing on my other Lancer. So that was able to hold the arm while I pounded it out from the top. So yeah, pretty ghetto. I don't have the proper tool for this job, nor did I have a vehicle to go retrieve said tool. So this worked, and on to the install. Alright, so after a lot of banging, here we have the new ball joint, fully seated underneath, and yeah, just gotta the C-clip on, and that retains it on the arm, and then you just slide the boot over, and I believe it's just I think it's just a compression fit. The housing has a bit of a taper and it sits pretty tight, and this is pretty hard rubber, so I think the knuckle just squishing down on that is what makes the seal. As far as I can see, I don't know how else you would retain it, but anyway, this is this Moog part. There's the part number. Kilo 80373, and there it is, installed on my Lancer, which is taken apart right now. Hey, so here we are, new ball joint installed. This snap ring was a little bit of a pain, but got it in there. That retains the ball joint in the lower control arm, and you can see this ball joint has no slop. Can't even move it with my hands. I have to use a hammer. Just want to straighten it out. Get a vertical so the knuckle can go back on it. And yeah, there you go, on to the other side. Here we are again. Just a little finisher. Put the boot on. The boot doesn't just slide over for a compression fit. It's actually retained. I had to hammer it on. What I actually used to seat the snap ring was a wheel bearing, actually. This is a spare wheel bearing for this car. The inner race Fits perfectly over the joint, works for the snap ring as well as the boot. And you just give it a little smack and see it at home, and it's a brand new ball joint.